Welcome back to the show. This is the Roxy Pro. We're into the third round. It's a non-elimination round, but there's quarterfinal placings up for grabs. Tyler Wright, the world champ, had a great comeback in the second round after losing out to Nikki Van Dijk in round one. She had a great performance. And Lakey Peterson has notched the first 10-point ride of her career here at this contest, the first 10-point ride on the Women's Championship Tour in 2017.
So it's just, they're all in form. So this is going to be a great heat as we watch Nikki Van Dijk on her first wave. So she would have had an immense amount of confidence. You know, she starts off really well. It usually carries on, not only through the heat, but actually through the event. And she has been definitely stepping it up, learning the ropes here on the championship tour. Carves her way through, and now this section steepens up. So this is where she needs to capitalize. As she does, drifts the tail and goes down. Bit of a mistake there. See what Lakey has to offer. First 10 of the year from Lakey Peterson. Well-rounded on that wave. Pretty easy 10 from the judges, as they had given her a pretty high score. We watched those two heats before. The scores are fairly low, but as soon as Lakey hit the water, it was a substantial difference. Again, this wave steepens up on the inside. Very confident on her 5'8" rookie. See that southeast breeze now blowing offshore. Good exchange. Just the mistake from Nikki. Let's see what Tyler has. Beautiful connection with the lip. That shows that commitment. This one looks like it's going to load up through the inside. You got that tide dropping, so these inside sections will steepen up. Not on that occasion. She kicks out. Gets a rebate, though, it looks like, on the way back out. This one a little smaller. She was hoping to see if this one was going to go all the way through. It doesn't really do it. So some mid-range.
Little shaky first up, a couple of wave selection errors, but cleaned it right up in round two. Here goes Lakey Peterson. There's a good shot at taking the lead here. Only needs a 1.4 out of this ride. She's already on her way to that number and more. Working with her coach, Mike Parsons, very hard in the off-season. So it won't be a very big number, but should get Lakey into the #1 position. Nikki now taking off. Bit of foam on the face here for Van Dijk. Starts off with a float, just pacing herself, not pushing it too hard at this point, but that was the wrong option. On the second turn, that wave did look like it was maybe fading into deep water. And Tyler gets an opportunity now to put up a reasonable number. She gets tangled up in the white water for a moment, but hangs on. She's just stepping on that tail, just trying to stay really close to this pocket so she can let go of some critical turns. She's had a couple of victories here on the Gold Coast. This wave standing up nicely. And Tyler delivering some pretty powerful turns. And she's hammering this wave now. Has that rhythm, kicks on the tail. And again, bashing away in the pocket. Some critical maneuvers, and she's not done with this one just yet. Has more to give down the line. This thing just won't give up on her. And she's just going to hammer this one, almost out of sight from the judges now.
Well, she's in the mix of the crowd. I mean, we've got a camera all the way down on Greenmount Point. So, and in the middle of the beach at Rainbow Bay. So it's like, she's way down there. I mean, she passed several groups.
I think something pretty decent. A lot of variety in her approach to the lip here, Pete.
Good read. You know, she saw the line way down there. And even with the tangle, really, the wave didn't start. I mean, she's looking at a 1 right now, but that's stomping on the tail block, just anticipating this next section. And then this is where it just grew down the line. So strong off that back foot. Puts everything into it on those turns. Look at this wave. Into green water. And just that rhythm. It's like a pendulum swinging back and forth, attacking the lip.
Don't be surprised if the scale comes down a little bit for this heat with the world champion, but if you put this ride in the first heat of round 3, to me, the quality of those 3 turns together, it would have by far been the best wave of the last heat. But I've got a feeling that it's not going to match those scores, because Tyler basically fit 3 really quality turns here into such a small space.
Beautiful.
If she got those big turns done on the outside, she's going to get a 10-point ride.
Look at how groomed that sandbank is, even down into Rainbow Bay. You see the color differences? That darker blue, deeper water, and then the light colors. And look how far down she went. The skis chasing her out. So you'll see there'll be moments where it'll kind of slow up, but then all of a sudden you're going to see some bomb sets.
Well, Tyler having a look at this one with her rivals out of position. And it's a good looking wall at this stage. Gets her board vertical for a moment, cutting back now. Only needs to dump a 4.4 to move further ahead. And this wave's starting to steepen. Tyler's just been really threading together some nice combos on this inside sandbar. Maybe feeling the burn in the legs a little bit here.
For sure.
But this wave's going to go one more time. And even though there's not much wall to work with there, Tyler's still getting some really solid turns done.
I was talking to all of the water patrol, and they've been saying how difficult it is to kind of keep control of the crowd down there. Everybody wants to creep up. Is that beautiful first turn there, straight up. Would have liked to have seen it come down a lot smoother. She had to kind of adjust to get back into it. But this is going to better her low score. You see right here, legs are burning a little bit. Waits it out, but then ends up getting 2 more maneuvers here. Probably to add a little quarter to half point. So Tyler Wright is definitely...
Lakey Peterson still in it. As we see a replay of Lakey's wave. This one ridden during the break.
Nice little glassy wall. Sacrificing a little size so it hugs the bank. See if she can keep that nice steep section in front of her. Beautiful attack there with that vertical approach, getting that board straight up, which again, so hard to do when you've got a wave that's flying down the line. I just don't think it's going to quite match Tyler Wright's scoring. You know, everything's in comparison.
Strider, Killian, we'll come back to Strider in a moment. We've got Tyler Wright up once again, looking to drop a 7.93 to increase her total here. Setting those fins free. This is a good looking wall. It's taking off once again down the line. Tyler in cruise mode at the moment. And this one's going to get away from her. And, yep.
Surfing event.
Surfing event. She does a lot of presenting on one of the biggest sporting shows in Australia, well, the biggest sporting show, Wild Water Sports. As we see Lakey Peterson trying to fight her way into the lead. Needs a 9.93. Has started this wave off well. Driving out onto that open face. Plenty of style as she grinds through some major turns here. And bashes the end section. So a tidy finish. Was it a 9.93 though? Nikki Van Dijk trying to just get something happening before the 4th round. Not a lot of time left, just under 2 minutes remaining. And Nikki starts to light things up. So some real quality surf rolling our way at the moment. The wind's backing off. Nikki's still got room to move on the inside. But doesn't quite get the completion on the end of this ride. Was looking for a 6.94 to break combination and give herself a shot going into the final 90 seconds.
Keeps her board going fairly fast, where you see that Tyler will really launch and you know, almost stop the board on some of those arcs, whereas Lakey kind of more finesses her power by putting the board on rail at that 45-degree, whipping it. You know, I don't see this going quite, you know, compared to the 9 already posted on the board. I would say that it's a good ride, but it's not going to match Tyler Wright.
And behind Lakey, Tyler had this one.
And again, Tyler Wright had to give way to Nikki, had priority. So she stays out of her way. Nikki thinking she might have the opportunity, but unfortunately being in a situation where she's comboed with a 16.94, she needed 2 waves.
Some quality surfing in this heat. It is coming to a close. We're watching the replay of Nikki Van Dijk's last ride. Yet to see the score drop for this one. The onside announcer counting this heat down. And we're waiting. And it paid off for her. 16.93 heat score total. Lakey Peterson also some solid numbers. And we'll see Lakey and Nikki try and bounce back in round 4.